Summer and autumn are the best times for fishing. It gets even better when the water is crystal clear and there's no wind. There are char and trout, which have a milder flavor than, for example, salmon. We love fishing. What could be better than catching your own dinner? We need hay for the quails for winter so they can stay cozy during the dark days. We've mowed the grass around the house and will dry it. The finished hay will be stored outside in a haystack for a couple of weeks. But first, I need to build it. I'm only using regular wooden poles from bushes we chopped in the spring. There's a bit of technique to getting this right. Usually, a haystack should be a bit larger, but the grass we have is a bit short, and it would be difficult to pack the hay well enough. And the best part is that you can sleep in the haystack during warm summer nights. It was a bit cramped, but the view was worth it. We continue to fight the weeds around the house. They'll become less each year if we keep removing them. But something is starting to happen on the land. Since we don't have much equipment ourselves, we've had great help mowing the grass and making silage bales. Even though we don't have animals or active farming yet, we've started working according to lean principles, which are best known for production management in industry. We've received great help from an agricultural advisor who took samples of the forage and analyzed it to check its nutritional content.
Det var tørt og fint.
Den nok så tørt.
Ganske bra pakka også, når det er så tungt å få inn båren.
She also took soil samples and will create a fertilization plan to improve the soil. We're planning to acquire beltedgalloway cattle next year, depending on whether we can arrange a place for them to stay. So we visited a farm that raises them for meat production, and we might be able to buy livestock from them. This is actually one of the world's hardiest and most frugal cattle breeds. The beltedgalloway is well adapted to harsh climatic conditions, hill terrain, and rough grazing on coarse grasses. It is normal for the cattle to be kept out throughout the winter, regardless of the weather. The animal's best defense against climatic conditions is their coat. It consists of an outer layer of long guard hairs that drain away precipitation. Beneath this layer, close to the skin, is a thick layer of dense underwool for insulation. The breed's ability to produce slaughter-ready animals straight from pasture, without the use of concentrates, is a trait increasingly valued by a more conscious consumer group. Cattle reared on forage alone may take up to 4 years to be ready for slaughter. It is known that the Galloway breed performs very well in tests for taste, marbling, juiciness, and tenderness. When fishing conditions are tough in the water, we take a trip to the forest to pick mushrooms and berries. The first to ripen in our area are cloudberries. This year, there are quite a lot of them in our forest alone. Throughout spring and summer, we've worked a lot on various projects, and now it's time to take a few days off. We're traveling to the Baltic Sea on the Swedish coast to enjoy the continued nice weather on the beach. It's about plus 25 degrees Celsius, but the water is a bit cold. There are hardly any people on the beach that day. We make a small dinner on the beach and continue our journey. The next day, we visited a national park to see the Baltic Sea from the mountain. It's absolutely fantastic to be in a slightly different wilderness than what we're used to at home. We're back home after 4 days of travel and will finish this year's firewood production. As I mentioned earlier, there's an old tarp in the forest that I'll cut up, make tie-down holes, and cover the firewood sacks for drying. 2 weeks have passed since I stacked the hay, and it's now time to bring the hay in before the rain comes. We've finally bought the tractor. It needs maintenance and is in poor condition. So we've brought in a service to change all the oil, filters, weld, and fix other things.
Han blir bestandig sånn. En avreaksjon. Jeg tror jeg har litt lite, og derfor ikke har noe trykk. Det skal være en liter inni der da.
We're also installing the door glass pane that I broke last year due to a missing pump. The previous owner had put the wrong front wheels on the tractor, so I need to swap them. In the greenhouse, the tomatoes are growing well, and we're currently waiting for them to ripen. I'm laying a floor of treated wood that we didn't do when we finished the construction. The quails are also doing well. They lay at least 1 egg a day each. On cold days, we keep them indoors. there's a bit of a walk from the greenhouse to the field where we grow outdoors, and we want a shortcut over the stream. We'll build a crossing next year using the wooden poles we cut in the spring, but first they need to be debarked. We've long wanted to visit our nearest mountain, which is 833 meters above sea level and takes a maximum of 2 hours to reach the top. It's perfect to do it on a nice day like this. We continue our wilderness trips and visit Sisselfossen. It's a beautiful waterfall with a 100-meter drop in untouched nature. It takes about an hour to reach the waterfall from the parking lot. We thought about using the old stove we found in the spring for an outdoor kitchen, but decided to build a grill place with stones from the property. Now we just have to wait for elk meat and this year's hunt. In the meantime, we're enjoying the fantastic nature in the nice weather.